Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It's that Monday again. It's that time. It's me, Dr. Antwan C. Brown, your host of the Booth Shop. Thanks again for coming. Always showing up every 2 weeks to hear all the interesting things of local government, a little of life, and some sports. Depending on who we have, or it's just me, we're going to talk about all those glorious things. So it's been 2 weeks. Now we in the first week of March. Hope your week has been going good so far. It is Woman History Month. We just finished Black History Month, and if you did not check out my page on Facebook, and elected underscore Antwan C. Brown, we did some awesome things where we highlighted some local historians and people that live in Prince George's County and Oxon Hill. I think we featured Taraji P. Henson, Martin Lawrence. We did Joe Hayden on the page. We did a lot of Black history facts of things that's going on in the state of Maryland. Some awesome women that also was in here doing some great things. So tune in to elected Antwan Brown on Facebook, Antwan C. Brown on Facebook again, as we highlight some women for Women History Month. I'm excited about that. I have fun, researching and looking up these women for their contribution for this month. So it'll be a good thing for us to do. If you're not doing anything else, follow me on Instagram at elected underscore Antwan C. Brown. You can also follow me on TikTok at Mr. Resource Guy. That's it, down at the bottom with the ticker right there. That's me. So let's see, what do we have? We have some upcoming events that's coming up. So if you're new to the channel, I am running for state delegate in Prince George's County Legislative District 26. I am looking to be one of 3 of your delegates to represent within the state of Maryland, within District 26. That's Oxon Hill, Fort Washington, Forest Heights, National Harbor, parts of Akakeek, Camp Springs, and Clinton. So if you live in those areas, or if you know anyone that lives in those areas, tell them about me. Follow me on my website, www.antwancbrown.com, for more information. And if you've been following me all these for the last year and a half, I need your help. A quick donation, $10, $20, $25 will help me along to being able to help people in the state of Maryland. Legislative District 26. That's what we do. So with that being said, I have one of my major fundraisers coming up. I'm doing a golf tournament at Carroll Park in Baltimore. Carroll Park is a historically Black golf course. I wanted to support that during Black History Month. Couldn't kind of figure it out. So the best time they can give me is April 2nd. If you know any golfers, $300 for a foursome. They want to just come out. We put them in a foursome, $80 per person. If you're a non-golfer, you can make a donation of $50. We're going to have some entertainment and food so you can sit around and enjoy and support the golf tournament and me as I run for state delegate. I think it's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a peaceful, non-raining day, so we can get out here, play some golf, be around friends, and being able to build the campaign so we can get to victory in June 28th. Also, everybody knows that we started the Booth Shop. It was supposed to be in the bowling alley because I'm a big bowler since I was 7 years old. This has been my first love, even though I did basketball, which it's really a 1A, 1B. But everybody that knows me knows that I'm a bowler. So I decided to start doing ball raffles for a fundraiser. And every holiday so far, we've done one. So St. Patty's Day coming up, March 17th. If you know any bowlers that want to participate, just $10 for the raffle. We'll raffle the ball off on St. Patrick's Day or the St. Patrick's Day or the next day. I don't think we finalized which day. So 1 or 2 days within the holiday, and you get to win this Storm Original High Road. So if you know a bowler and they want to participate, they can buy up to 5 tickets. So up to $50, you'll be able to win this brand new Storm High Road. That's all I got for my bowlers. So if you know anybody that golf, anybody that bowl, make sure you send them my way. We're also looking for sponsors for the golf tournament. I forgot to say that. So if you looking for that, just www.antwancbrown.com and we'll figure it out from there. Just reach out to us and we'll get you how you can sign up for both the ball raffle and also the golf tournament. All right, what's new in the world of politics? The Maryland redistricting, I can never say it, we know this, but the Maryland Court of Appeals did come out today and say they are not going to they're not going to accept the appeal that the county council did last month, I think it was. This is March, so February. So let me catch you up real fast. We had some zoning that happens every 10 years with the maps from the maps that get drawn out from all the census that we just did. You know, we just had one large census. So they did a committee to look at that to make sure every zone is properly organized. I'm simplifying this, properly organized, so the people that were either lost in a community or gained in a community all were good, nice, and equal inside of these districts. Well, when it got to county council, they decided to draw new maps, and it kind of looked like gerrymandering. I'll let you look up gerrymandering, what that is. So citizens came forth and said, hey, this map is not the map we want. We want the map that was done by the committee. We want that accepted. Well, the county council disagreed, so the citizens took them to court. The citizens won that first court appearance. The county council appealed. The judge of the Court of Appeals just denied their appeals today. So the original map that was put out by the committee that was formed will be the map that we go with for the next 10 years. That's the simplest as I can put it. So if you go to marylandmatters.org, they have a good article on everything that kind of happened and to give you a good timeline on the things that's going on right now. I think that's all we're going to do with Maryland stuff. I want to get right to our guest. Our guest, really good friend of mine. I'm going to give him a proper introduction. So here we go. He's going to be proud of me for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to give to you tonight my friend and author, Mr. Quashon Davis. Always mess it up. He's Q to me. Is a best-selling author of Masquerade and the Dirty Circle. As an avid writer since the age of 12, Quashon has been a journalist, an on-air host, sports analyst, and a tester of exotic poisons. I give to you and many Q, the author.
That was very well said, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome, Q. How are you today, man?
Hey, man, this is fantastic because there's only 3 times in life that I really felt like I made it. And that was first time I bought a new car, first time I ever had white neighbors, and now being on the Antwan Brown show.
Man, I'm glad you did make it because people have been asking for you. Millions and millions of emails has flooded, and they've been looking for this exotic guy to be. And I know, so I was like, I know him. I'll get him on the show.
Well, hey, it was important to me. I even put the beard oil in, and I usually don't do that. Like this is a serious day for me, just so you know.
Well, I appreciate it. Before we start getting into the good questions, the first question I got, what is a tester of exotic poisons? Because I read it as a taster, and I thought you was killing yourself, but it does say tester.
It does. It's just one of those little cutesy things that people put in a bio to draw your attention. You know, that's all it is. It's not too much to it.
Okay, it got me. It got me. It got me. So tell me about Female Nightmare series. I know I read one.
So after being online and always seeing brothers kind of getting dragged for, and not saying they didn't deserve it for some of the stuff, but you see the same things all the time. So one day I thought, you know what, I'm going to write my own dating stories from true life, and I'm just going to post them on Facebook every week. And next thing you know, it went viral. It became a thing, and people were printing them at work and passing them out, and now they are set up to be filmed this summer. So that's exciting.
That is. So I should have started with, because I knew about the series, but my people here don't know about the series. So I'm glad you tell them. Tell them where they can find it and where they can find you on Facebook to start reading some of it. And you see.
So the most popular one is on my website, which is www.quashon.com. The rest of them, you would have to fish them out of Facebook until they go to film. So then it kind of forces you to have to look me up. So I'm not going to put them anywhere but that.
Well, do you want to give them a teaser of the one that's on there? You want to give a little bit of that one?
Sure. So the one that's on my website is a story of, I met a young lady. She lived in the Bronx projects on the top floor of a project building. And I guess it was 2, 3 in the morning. And she heard someone in the hallway and she said, "Oh, my husband's home." But she never said that the man existed. So if you want to see what happened, you'll have to go to the website and check it out. But I will tell you that this man's shoulders looked like he had been plowing cotton fields for weeks.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I read that one. I'm gonna go dig it. But your website, I don't know if you can see it, but it is there, Quashon.com. So hey, all my guests, go check it out. I'm sure if I know anything about stories with Q, is their hilarious one. Well written.
Yes, please.
So please check out the website, check out the story, and then we're gonna be waiting for books and movies else to come. Anything else coming? I know you said the movie. Any latest books, projects coming up?
I do have a couple of screenplays that I am shopping around, and I recently wrote a television pilot. So we're in the process of creating, developing all the things necessary to pitch that in front of folks. So a lot of good things happening.
So my shameless request is, could you break the news with me once you get it and say able to
Of course, man.
Come on back home.
I didn't know you played basketball.
Yeah, man. I'm from the age of 11. So I used to live in DC. So in DC, football was really, really big early on. So we used to go out. You can go to the fields and play. So, but when I moved to the Maryland side, they weren't playing football like we were. They were playing basketball. So I just took my football skills, and I was athletic. I could do everything. I didn't know how to play. And they like, "You good." I had this one little in and out move, one right hand in and out, and I was just going. That's all I had for about a good 3 years, because I was quick, I was shifty, I could get to the basket, but I love playing defense. So if you talk to anybody, me growing up, they remember me from the defensive side of the ball. And I keep telling them, I was like, I could score. You just didn't remember because I was trying to lock. I shifted, Q, because I looked around and realized I wasn't going to grow. Right? I was this 7'8", 5'7", 5'8", 5. I'm like, this is it. Everybody that came up with us was shooting up 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". And I'm like, if I don't find a skill set quick, this basketball thing is going to be over real fast. So I realized, like I said, I was quick. I worked on the defense side of the ball, and I thought I was going to make it. I didn't think I was going to go NBA, but I definitely thought I could do D1 basketball. That's how good I was. And then ups and downs happened through my basketball career that didn't get me there.
I know all about it.
So yeah, but I was. It's a series with Kevin Durant that explains. It's a documentary of the about Prince George's County basketball. You're right. It's really, really good. So it kind of breaks down how Prince George's basketball got started from the DC side and brought over here, and they highlight some of the really good basketball players and some of the AAU program. Because our age, AAU had started rising around 92, 93,
Mm-hmm.
4 aspect where AAU started getting real big. I was in that circuit. So one of the guys, I'm not gonna name drop him because I want him to come on the show, but he pulled me in the 8th and 9th grade with another guy who shot up to 6'5" and was like, "You two are going to this high school," and that started it. He
Oh.
went to the high school. My mother didn't let me go to the high school, and he went on to do great things. And when I saw the documentary and I saw the AAU team that was in it, I almost cried because
Wow.
I kept seeing my buddy, right? Like my buddy,
Mm-hmm.
I kept seeing him. He in there. I know his story. He a great guy, and when I saw that documentary and I'm looking, I'm like, man, I was all in the middle of this and not in it at all.
Wow.
Not in it at
Wow.
all. But I wouldn't change it. I love that time. It kept me out of trouble, made me the man I am. Like I just ran into one of my high school basketball buddies last night, and we was talking about that. Like, man, and we played ball. We played basketball, football, and baseball together from middle school all the way through high school, and now and we still here. So,
And you're a celebrity now, so.
well, I interview celebrities. I'm just the interviewer of celebrities.
It's nice that you're humble, man. That's what's up.
I'm the Al Roker of this here, right? I do weather. That's what I do. I'm not a celebrity.
Al Roker's a celebrity, but
yeah, he's humble about it.
So tell me about your people, man. I wanted to ask you because I saw that you told people to look up gerrymandering. What, you didn't think they knew what it meant?
To make sure, because if you haven't, I like for people to do the research on their own.
That's good. That's a good way to be.
So
I Google everything. Like I try to Google whenever I hear a word that I don't know. I immediately Google it and try to learn it.
Yeah. So that's all. Just want them to go out and just do their own research. So I'm not going to tell them. Do their own research, and then they can hit me up and we can discuss it because it's been going on in many states. It's usually going on Republicans versus Democrats. You really don't hear it that much with Democrats versus Democrats in Democratic county. So it was weird hearing it out loud. Like, gerrymandering, but by definition, that's exactly what's going on. But I don't think they saw it that way, but I got my own opinions on that. So tell me about your political life. What do you like? What you don't like about politics?
Well, as a government employee, I have to tread very carefully, as you know.
Yes.
And as a Muslim, that means that, they're already paying very close attention to what I say. But I will say that from where I am now, I know that as far as education, the only reason that I'm educated is because my mother paid for it. And I easily could have been in another position, like a lot of people are, because I wasn't going to take out, a ton of student loans just to, when you're young, you don't know no better. So it's like, I'd be all right. But because of my mom, I was educated. So it's easy for me to see the other side of that and how it could be much different, even in my own family. So I think that's a major thing. And, someone we know that's over most of us said that they were going to do something about that. And I haven't seen it done yet. I'm not saying any names, but I think that they were brought in heavily based on that promise. And now that that's not happening, there's a lot of upset individuals. I bet if I lose my job, Antwan, I'm coming to you, man.
No, we just stay and we're talking facts. We're not talking anything
Right.
that you feel. You just
right.
things as facts, that things that happened or didn't happen through all of the Googling you've done over the last 2 years. So I am, pretty safe that you won't lose your job of talking about things that's on Google.
Right. I mean, I have a friend that's an attorney, young guy. I mean, he owes $200,000. Like, you're gonna pay that the rest of your life.
I got 220. I have 220. I just got my doctorate and they piled up. So the rest of my life, they'll get it when I'm dead, I guess. They'll get it though.
Wow.
220. I wouldn't and the sad part is I wouldn't change any dime.
Really?
And then I know it's a lot of people that look at the debt as the debt, right?
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the debt as an investment because if I am a $5 million man, like $10 million or a trillionaire, like I plan on being, working hard to do the things that I need to do to make that money, that $220,000 was the best investment I could ever do. Now, I say that once again, an investment. College saved my life, Q. Saved my life, right? I left here as a 18-year-old mad black man of his mother because she wanted something that I could not provide for her. I went to school because I was just trying to get away from her. Got down there, they gave me student loans, they gave me housing, they gave me somewhere to eat, right? They said, hey, come on. Yeah. I get that, and then a year, I don't think I've ever said this on this show, Q. So this breaking news. I had a 0.6 and a 1.1.
Whoa. Whoa. Should we strike that from the record? Aren't you running?
Yeah. I want everybody to know I had a 0.6 and a 1.1. Okay.
Wow.
Now, okay. So this is the base of where I started. That same year, I go home because my mom gets sick. I'm like, well, college must not be for me. Let me take my butt home. I get home, she gets well like in 2 days. Like she's better, right? So I was like, okay, I work 4 jobs, go to school part-time. I'm hustling. And I'm like, man, this gotta be a better life. It's gotta be something different.
Mm-hmm.
So we go back. They let me back in. I don't know how they let me back in, Q. They let me back in. When I get back, my son was up here having a little difficulties. I got a phone call to say, come get him. And he's 2. Somebody need to come get him. So my mother brings my son to me in college. So now I have 1.6, 1.1, 0.6, and a kid in school. The school rallied around me. Was like, we got you. What you need. I'll hold him this day while you go to class. I'll take care of him here. We'll feed him. You go do this. You need to get a job. We'll babysit him. Like we got him. So they rallied around me. So now I have to think, how I'm going to graduate with a kid. I'm not really good at school. And I'm still piling up these loans. With the loans don't mean anything. All I know is I'm not coming back to the DMV area and working 4 jobs. I'm going to get this college education. So the goal here, Q, I know this is your interview and I'm going to stop and I'm going to let you go. The goal was to make sure I graduated. I went for food stamps and the nice Caucasian lady told me, what are you doing here? You are a healthy young man. You can get a job. I said, oh, ma'am, I cannot because I have a kid and I have to finish my college education. She says, well, you only have 2 years on food stamps and assistance. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I know girls out here been getting assistance since they was every year. I only get 2 years. Like, oh no, what am I going to do? Because I got to graduate now.
Mm-hmm.
I got to graduate. I only have 2 years and I don't know what I'm going to do. So I decided I'm going to go to summer school for 9 credits. 15 credits in full time, 18 credits for next year, summer school 9 credits, another 15, and I'm done. You heard it? 15, 18, 2 9s over the summer, 2 15s the senior year, and I'm done. So I came back to school with a 0.6. I only graduated with a 2.2, but I graduated with my peers. That little Caucasian lady didn't have to take my money from me. I joined the military right after that.
Wow.
It's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Boom, military. I know my check. I graduated in May. The last check was in June. I went to the military in July. So all the bills was paid. We moved off. We kept it moving.
That's what's up, man.
So once again, I looked at that debt which later on the military helped me pay for some of my master's debt. And then my beautiful wife works for the University of Southern California. So I got that 60% off. That was some more debt we had to tackle, but it added up through those years. Now I'm Dr. Antwan C. Brown.
That's right.
I graduated with my master's degree with a 3.2, I think it was. And then I graduated with my doctorate degree with a 3.6.
Whew.
So education saved my life. Without that debt, being able to tell you this story today is different. And then now my whole capstone project in my doctoral degree was educating students on how not to default on their student loans, to put them in line, because I lived through it and I'm living through it. So being able to help them process that state so they can be better at it. So
that's great.
Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking with it. So and I hear the turmoil. I'm just going to be a plug to make it better. So thank you. Let me steal like 3 minutes of your thunder.
Hey man, that was great. That's fantastic, man. I mean, hopefully it gets easier for folks moving forward. I don't know. Did I lose you, Antwan C. Brown? Uh-oh. Antwan.
I'm still here, Q. You here?
Oh, there you go. Your picture's frozen. But now I don't hear you. Uh-oh. Are you muted? There you go. Wait, no, you're muted again, I think. Well, if everyone can only... There you go. I was just going to say, for everyone, since we were frozen, to donate, text the words donate to 833-645-1026.
And I appreciate you always being there for my technical difficulties.
Hey, man.
That's the first time that happened, but I get it. So, Q, usually this is just 30 minutes, man. Like I said, I appreciate you for joining us today. I absolutely want you to come back when you get some breaking news so we can know where to follow you, how you buy your book. And I want you to do that tonight too also.
Absolutely. And currently I have 4 books. The most recent one is called Our Missing Colored Girls. You can get it at www.quashon.com. And I also have a podcast on Thursdays called Bruh, It's a Podcast that you can catch on Spotify or Apple.
So all that while you were saying it, our beautiful executive producer had it on the screen. So if you want to share this with your people, Q, and this interview for your stuff, everything you just said is on there recorded nicely.
Sounds good, man.
Man, thanks again. Thanks for coming on. I'm gonna hold you to coming back, and don't go nowhere. Stay in the background for a second. Let me finish up, and then I'll talk to you in a second.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Thanks again.
Anytime.
As you see, anything can happen on this show, technical difficulties and all. It's me, your host, Dr. Antwan C. Brown. I would like to thank again Q for coming on. Please check him out on all the platforms he said before, his books, everything. If you can follow me on all of my platforms, hit the like button or subscribe button on this one. I apologize because we're not on Facebook right now. Hit the subscribe button. That button, hit it right now. Follow me on IG. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me. And remember, I am running for state delegate in Legislative District 26. Word of mouth is key. Please, if anyone would like to meet with me, talk to me about the things that I'm looking forward to doing within our district, within the state of Maryland, within the county of Prince George's County, please contact me. You can reach me at antwancbrown.com, and it would be my pleasure to sit down and talk to you about all the things that I plan on doing and some of the things that I look forward to doing. As always, guys, see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining the Booth Shop. Tell people about the Booth Shop where they get their local sports. They get great guests with authors and testers of poison. We get an exotic poison, right? So I'm telling them I'm still in it. One of my hashtags probably going to be exotic delegate teaser. Who knows? I'll figure something out, but I'm still in the queue. So see you next week. See you in 2 weeks. Thanks again for joining us. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night.